Shortly after the bombshell dropped announcing the Seattle Seahawks would be in the market for a new coach to replace Pete Carroll following 14 seasons at the helm, it didn't take long for speculation to begin about one of his former assistants being the front-runner to land the job. Moments after ESPN insider Adam Schefter broke the news that Carroll would be transitioning into an advisory role, current Cowboys defensive coordinator Dan Quinn, who held the same role with the Seahawks from 2013 to 2014, unsurprisingly emerged as the early favorite to succeed Carroll. A report from NFL Network insider Ian Rapoport on Sunday indicated the team was expected to request an interview with him in the near future. But after Quinn's defense collapsed and allowed 6 touchdowns in Dallas' 48-34 wild-card round loss to Dallas on Sunday, Seattle might be having second thoughts. While the respected coordinator will likely remain a candidate despite the poor playoff showing by his team, Chair Jody Allen and General Manager John Schneider would be wise to shift attention towards another one of Carroll's former assistants who will be auditioning for head coaching jobs on Monday night. Set to square off against the Eagles, Buccaneers offensive coordinator Dave Canales will have a prime opportunity to further bolster his head coaching resume after an impressive first season as an NFL play caller. Under his tutelage, quarterback Baker Mayfield has enjoyed arguably the best season of his career, throwing for over 4,000 yards with a personal best 28 touchdown passes and only 10 interceptions, helping lead the franchise to an NFC South Division title. Beyond simply elevating Mayfield's play, with Canales proving adept at adjusting his scheme to his personnel over the course of the season, Tampa Bay ranks 12th in expected points added per play and 8th in expected points added per dropback. While there have been some bumps in the road along the way and the team finished dead last in rushing yards, they scored at least 29 points in 3 of their final 5 regular season games while going 5-1 down the stretch. Considering the Buccaneers' recent offensive surge with Canales at the controls, there's a reason why his name has already surfaced as a candidate for at least one other team, with the Panthers reportedly requesting an interview with him for their vacancy to replace Frank Reich. If the Seahawks want to maximize their search process, based on his success in multiple roles with the organization, he should be in the mix to succeed Carroll as well. Carroll originally hired Canales as an assistant strength and conditioning coach at USC in 2009 after spending time at Carson High School and El Camino College, where he coached tight ends and special teams. Impressed by his work ethic and football acumen, the legendary coach brought Canales with him when he jumped back to the NFL in Seattle, hiring him as the team's new receivers coach. Spending 8 seasons in that role, Canales started building an impressive resume right away, serving an integral role in the development of second-round pick Golden Tate and undrafted receivers Doug Baldwin and Jermaine Kearse in his first 3 seasons. He also coached up third-round pick Tyler Lockett starting in 2015, staking his claim as one of the best young receiver coaches in the league. Corresponding with the hire of offensive coordinator Brian Schottenheimer, Carroll shifted Canales to quarterback coach in 2018, a role he would serve on Seattle's staff for 2 seasons. Already viewed as a top-tier quarterback, Russell Wilson elevated his game to another level thanks to his coaching, throwing 66 touchdowns and just 12 interceptions, posting a career-best 8. .0% touchdown rate in 2018, and earning his first and only All-Pro selection in 2019. Shifting titles once again prior to the 2020 season, Carroll tabbed Canales as the Seahawks pass game coordinator and Wilson opened the year on a torrid stretch, throwing 26 touchdowns in the first 7 games. While injuries prevented the quarterback from coming close to that production in 2021, backup Geno Smith showed promise in 4 games, throwing 5 touchdowns and only 1 interception. Shaking up the coaching staff once again, Carroll slid Canales back to quarterback coach in 2022, pairing him with Smith and Drew Lock, who battled to replace Wilson after the veteran was traded to the Broncos in March. Demonstrating his coaching chops once again, Smith won the job and thrived under his tutelage, finishing 4th in the NFL in touchdown passes, 30, 1st in completion percentage, 69. .8%, and 5th in passer rating, 100.9, to win Comeback Player of the Year honors. After staying under the radar for several seasons despite being highly successful wearing numerous hats on Carroll's staff, Canales' magnificent work with Smith didn't go unnoticed. Interviewing with multiple teams, the Buccaneers hired him as their new offensive coordinator in mid-February last year, and the move has paid major dividends as the franchise has maintained winning ways after the retirement of quarterback Tom Brady. Seeking a new coach for the first time since 2009, the Seahawks will have to play a bit of a balancing act to find the right fit. On one hand, based off of the decision to push Carroll out after a 9-win season, the organization understandably wants to bring in fresh, new ideas, looking for the spark to ignite deep playoff runs in the future. At the same time, they want to retain the culture and atmosphere built by Carroll, and hiring someone who coached on his staff would help with that process.